What's up, guys? It's me, Night Raid. I'm just here to talk about the Naruto series right quick. Well, not right quick. I'm just gonna keep talking and see where I go with it. And I'm gonna talk about how it's gonna end soon, how I believe how it's gonna end, and just how I thought about what I'm gonna do afterwards. I mean, come on, we all know after Naruto, what more can they do? But just like Dragon Ball Z, they're gonna find a way to keep squeezing something out of it. So I'm not too much worried about that. Anyway, let's get started. The last time I reviewed, it was dealing with when they used, it was around the time where Naruto and Sasuke first started to team up against Obito, or the stage of 6 Paths or whatever. Seriously, how did that nigga get... Another thing I want to talk about. Anyone else still want to answer this question with me? When he became the sage, where the heck did he get the stick from? I just want to know. No? No one? No one wants to answer that. Whatever. Anyway, let's get back to the main subject at hand. Well, yeah, as I think the last time if I reviewed, if I remember correctly, they used the Inferno Style Rasen Shuriken, Night Raid trademark by the way, against Obito. It didn't work. They figured out Senjutsu can work when Naruto went to Sage Mode after his chakra depleted. And so that's where it starts there. Now, I believe this is where it got all action there. They went from time to time. They had a few fillers about how Madara and the first Hokage met, and how it all really began. But there's something I've been noticing now. Usually when the Naruto fight happens in the anime, and not the movies, but the actual anime, it can take forever. Like almost as long as a Dragon Ball Z fight. That's how long it feels like it's taking now. But they're starting to do that in the mangas now, which I understand is understandable because this is the final fight. You want to milk this out as long as you can. You can't just end Naruto. No, you gotta lay down everything you know, and then with that final fight, with that final moment, everything ends. But I'm just noticing there's a lot more fillers than usual, and that's kind of weird. That lets me, that's an actual confirmation for me that after this arc of Naruto, there's nothing else. There's no, maybe, I mean, I don't know, maybe they'll do a next generation Naruto, but in all honesty, just like with Avatar, if any of you guys ever watched that, Avatar: The Last Airbender, after this, there is nothing else. They'll make a remake or reboot or something, but no, it's going to be over. And that got me wondering, how is this going to end? And there are a bunch of rumors going around, or a bunch of assumptions, like Naruto and Sasuke are going to fight to the death and only one will remain, or they'll kill each other, or they'll both go back to the village and everything will go back to how it used to be beforehand. We both know that's not going to happen. Or Obito's going to realize the error of his ways and snap out of it and fight Madara, or help them all fight Madara, and then die saving them. And you know, that's a basic anime cliche. But I don't think, I forgot the author's name. No one judge me on that. I don't think the author's going to do that to us. Kushirama? Oh my god. Kushimoto. I don't think Kushimoto's going to do that to us. Nah, I think he's going to be legit about that, but not do something so cliche. Well, I don't know now that I think about it. I mean, before Obito came out, we all figured it was Obito. Even in the earlier revealing of him when he was still Toby, people were like, oh, that's Obito. And well, they're smarter than me, so I don't know. I don't know how it's going to end. I think, though, some other things I want to talk about before I go back. I'm going to sidetrack right quick. Anyone else wondering about all these modes that Naruto have? I mean, the nigga got more, he about has as many transformations as Dragon Ball Z. He's got the first tail, the second tail, the third tail, all the way to the mother beeping 9 tails. Then he got Sage Mode, then he got Chakra Mode, then he got Complete QB Chakra Mode, and then he has Sage QB Chakra Mode. I mean, what else is there for the nigga to do? Oh, haha, very funny. Anyway, back to the original subject. And then there's Sasuke, which, oh, side note about Sasuke, has anyone else noticed that the more emo Sasuke gets, the higher his shirt collar goes? I mean, seriously, if you look at him from a kid, when he first became evil and left the village in Shippuden, he didn't have a shirt collar. He had the Sasuke, he had the Orochimaru robe, and it didn't really have a collar on it, so you know, it was all good. Then he went to the Akatsuki, and he got a shirt collar, and got a little high emo. Then he got the Mangekyo Sharingan, and he got a little more emo. Then he got the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. That thing really covered his mouth. I mean, if he gets any more emo, it's gonna cover his face. All you gonna see is hair, eyes, and face. I mean, really? Really? Okay, I digress from that. I'm going back to the original subject. So what's been happening so far is, the reason I said about the pillars in the manga, is that they've been going back in time, looking at some past things that happened, like First Hokage, while fighting Madara, looks for Ino and tells her can she connect everyone with the minds because everyone is all depressed when they're fighting Obito. The reason for that is Obito has awakened the Ten Tails, or at least the Ten Tails eye that's going to reflect the moon and make the internal Tsukuyomi. And they're all depressed because now he's got all these tentacles that every time you touch it, it absorbs all your chakra and your life force and you instantly die. And then when it touched Naruto, he almost died instantly if it wasn't for the third Hokage who came at the last moment like a boss and saved his butt. So yeah, and also before that, which was even crazier than the tentacles, he tried to nuke everybody. If you guys remember, the shield that the first through fourth Hokage put up, I think, or he put up, I can't remember really well. I don't feel like going back and looking. Do not hold me to this. But when when they used the barrier around and everyone's inside the barrier, he was going to nuke the place. And by nuke, I mean he's going to get these black orbs out of the Ten Tails and just blow up the entire barrier, killing everyone inside it. We're all like, what the flipping heck? And you know, he would have survived because, you know, he's Obito and he's be at the center of it in his own black orb. And it was really drastic because no one knew how to save it. But then Naruto came up with the plan, a beast plan may I add, of fusing his chakra with his father's chakra, since they both had a half of the 9 tails. And then since everyone else had a piece of chakra from Naruto, and his chakra was connected to Minato, and Minato had to be in contact chakra wise to teleport anybody, he was able to teleport everyone out of there, including Sasuke and Hyuga, who he gave chakra at the last minute. And so yeah, that happened, and that wasn't a filler. No, that was actually legit and was needed. But after that, it started getting a little fillery. That's not a word, is it? Fillery? Whatever. Obito decided to start using tentacles to absorb chakra of everyone so he can, and he already puts in motion the infinite Tsukuyomi. And another thing that bothers me is how Madara, when he's talking about what the infinite Tsukuyomi did and what the Ten Tails is and the origin of all chakra and jutsus and shinobi, it was another thing that bothered me. How did he know just from thinking, oh, I say about 15 minutes and you know we're all gonna die? I'm like, wait, what the flipping heck? How you know that? You just guessed off the top of your head? It's like when Frieza in Dragon Ball Z. Oh man, if you guys ever seen the TFS Team 4-Star parody, and he kept counting down how long before the planet explode. I said we got about 10 minutes and then 5 minutes passed. I said we got about 15 minutes, and every time he would change it, he was pretty bad at it. We all knew he couldn't count, but yeah, it was funny. Anyway, back to the original subject. Ooh, I'm talking too fast. Yeah. So when Madara says we got 15 minutes, they're still eternally fighting, and Ino hooks up everyone's mind. And about this time, the 5 Kages, first Kage, Gaara, Tsunade, Mizukage, Raikage, Tsuchikage, all of them, they're starting to come in because Orochimaru and Sugetsu and Karen went to go heal them, even though Tsunade was cut in half. Oh, that was disturbing. Anyway, yeah, they healed them. They're all well. They're coming back to join the fight, and she realized that her first is okay. Her grandfather is alive. And another thing about that, I like how they're just like, oh hey, Tsunade. Oh wait, okay, moving on. You think there'd be a more moment of what am I trying to say? There would have been more of a moment there that the first is meeting his granddaughter, but he's like, we ain't got time for that. And I kind of like that because, you know, they know even in the face of danger that there's no time for this family reunion. They're like, let's get back to work. And she's just like, oh, okay. You know, I've seen this before. Same shit, different episode. Anyway, we also see some old school teams. We got Team 7, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Even though Sakura is so useless. No, I take that back. She's not useless. I'm not going to be one of those people who just diss on Sakura for no reason. Even though I hate her guts to the extreme. I believe the real reason people don't like Sakura is just because of how she did before Shippuden and Naruto when they were all kids, and just after that no one could ever like her. But I'm not gonna say she's that useless because she has been healing a bunch of people. So as a medic, she's not useless. And I still don't understand why she's so and she did knock out a few of those minions, those 10-tail minions with the diamond on her forehead, which is the only time she actually ever became useful. I did it again, didn't I? I don't care. I still don't like Sakura. I'm sorry. Hinata for life. I even like freaking Ino because she's hot, but I don't like Sakura. I just don't. I don't like Sakura. She shouldn't die, but I don't like her. Get out of my face, huh? Anyway, back on the original subject. Well, in those filler manga chapters, about 3 to 4 so far, if I'm looking at them right, and if I'm up to date, they're talking about flashbacks of what happened with Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto's getting all riled up because, you know, Obito, he's always got those one times in every other chapter where he's talking to them like, you are all useless. You should just fall right now. I am the almighty god Pain. Obito, I'm sorry. You know, we've seen this before. You should all just lay down your weapons and just let it go. Like a burglar who comes in your room and smothers you to death. Shh, let it go. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. It'll all be over soon. I'll just smother you to death with this pillow. What? You're not dying fast enough? How about this knife? In this chapter, the knife being the tentacles that are sucking the chakra out of you. But yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, and they're just what? Really? We should all just give up? And then first Okage's like, niggas, if y'all don't get the shut the fuck up and go up there and start fighting, and they're like, nigga, you can't talk, you Edo Tenten, you just died, you already dead. We still wanna live. I never even gotten laid yet. Oh wait, did they say that? No, they didn't. We all know one of them said that. Don't even lie to me. Don't you freaking lie to me. Anyway, well, with that happening, Naruto, and apparently since they're all both connected by Naruto, by chakra, and by Ino, they're looking into Naruto's mind when he has these strong emotional feelings. Like when he looks back, and even Naruto almost gave up. And not like gave up when Hinata slapped him, even worse than that. And he probably wouldn't have gave up if Hinata was there to slap him again, but even Hinata was depressed. But then Sasuke said, oh, it's my time to shine. This ain't your series anymore, Naruto. He stepped in there and slashed over the tentacles with his Susanoo. We're all like, what the flipping heck? And he raises the morale of Naruto, who then starts a backflash of all his past torments as a child. He first went to when he was on the swings. If you all watched the first episode of Naruto, you should know what I'm talking about. When he was on the swing and everyone else got their Ninja Academy Award, whatever. And then he went to when they were all having ninja training and Sasuke walks into the distance and he wants to call out to him, but he doesn't. No, Naruto and Sasuke are not gay. All you sick yaoi fans, you sicken me. Get the fuck off my channel. I don't need your kind here. That includes you, Neri. I know you like yaoi. You sicken me, girl. You need Jesus. You need Jesus. Neri's one of my subscribers. She goes by another name, but I won't speak her name. But she knows who I'm talking to. Anyway, get back to the original subject. Then he gets to another scene of when the third Hokage and Asuma. When Asuma dies, that's another thing. And then every time he has a backflash, everyone who remembers that or was a part of that event, it cuts to a scene of them when they're depressed because they're seeing what he's seeing. And then there's a scene of when Jiraiya was buried, but not when he died because he wasn't there. So he has a scene where they all made a burial for Jiraiya, and then it switched to Tsunade and Orochimaru. And then every time you see a scene, it's talking about no more. I've lost too much to stop now. And then he gets pumped up and he goes into QB Chakra Mode, 9 Tails, Giant, Beast, Baiju. I'm making up these names as I go along, aren't I? I'm not saying these names right. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. He had this Giant Chakra Mode, 9-tailed fox, and then him and Sasuke gets in, and now he's in the QB Sage Mode. And we're like, oh, shit's about to get real. And so yeah, that happens. And then what surprised me even more, which I'm kind of glad this happened, because after all the boost and transformations Naruto got, I was kind of worried a little about Sasuke. All he really had was a Shining Gun. I mean, he didn't have any kind of hidden talent. No, I take that back. He had the Shining Gun and some of the DNA of Orochimaru. That's about all he had. Naruto had Sage, or Uzumaki heritage, and he had the 9-tailed fox of all them goddamn forms. But all Sasuke really had was Orochimaru training, a little of him inside of Orochimaru, and he took that out when he freaking brought Orochimaru back to life. Another thing, does that nigga ever die? Will he die? Because I thought he was always going to end. Jiraiya dies, then Orochimaru dies, then Tsunade may die, or maybe she'll come back to life. I don't know. She got cut in half. I didn't know what to think of that. But no, the nigga don't die. The nigga always come back to life. It gets on my nerve. Why can't they break? So you telling me Jiraiya's going to come back? He's going to be in a frog form? Is that what you guys are telling me? No? He's not being a frog somewhere? But that sucks. Anyway. Well, I just thought of something. Why didn't they summon... No, they did summon all the frogs, I think. Yeah, they summoned the frogs. They summoned Gamabunta's son, whose name escapes me as I speak right now. But I don't know. I thought they could summon some more powerful allies. But hey, I can't remember that far back. I'm not even thinking about that right now. That's in the beyond past of what I'm talking about. And oh man, I digressed again. What am I talking about? It'll come to me in a dream. Wait, hold on. I'll remember. Yes. Sasuke in his transformations. Sasuke Susanoo got a big upgrade, which I like here. Jugo gets in his Susanoo, which I thought was kind of cool, and he uses his curse mark, which is apparently, according to Orochimaru, originally a Senju chakra, and it becomes part of the Susanoo, becoming a curse mark Susanoo, allowing him to use Senjutsu as well. So now we got Naruto and Sasuke, the only two niggas who can use Senjutsu besides the first, who's out there fighting the Emo Madara, who got some issues, may I add. Seriously, nigga, I know you wanted to fight the first, but calm the f down, man. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. Anyway, so yeah, they both have the Senju now. They're out there fighting Obito, and the rest of them are still being pussies because they're all afraid to die, because no one... They've not seen death apparently, and not a bunch of their friends haven't died already. I mean, come on guys, how long have you been doing this war? And now you're just like, oh, it's over, oh, it's hopeless, let's all give up and just die. Man, I don't know about y'all, but if I was an engineer, I don't care if it was hopeless. I want to go out fighting the blaze of glory. Shoot, get my name on one of them statues. But whatever, they want to be pussies, that's them. And there's actually one thing I wanted to talk about particularly, because I think it's kind of funny. When Shikamaru got, I think, halfway touched, and then Sakura kept trying to heal him, and it was really hard because no matter how hard she tried, he was still on the brink of death, and all you could hear was his mental thoughts. He thought back of how Naruto was always alone, and how he should have been there to help him. He knew he was alone, but he really did nothing to help him. And so he decided that he can't leave him yet. He has to be his right-hand man, you know, the advisor of the Hokage. Because he's like, Naruto will be Hokage, and I will be his right-hand man. Just like Daruri for the Raikage, because Daruri is a freaking boss. We all know this. He's a boss. Look it up. Anyway, and I think what was funny after that was Hinata says that, yes, I will support Naruto-kun too. And we're like, yes, finally, something Hinata can be besides his lover / wife, because we all know it's going to happen. Screw you, Sakura. And then what really gets on my nerve is when Kiba comes in and is like, I'll be his advisor. You won't be his advisor. I will. And I'm like, nigga, you just said I'm going to be Hokage. Now you're going to be his advisor. I wonder what next you're going to be. And it starts with a B and ends with an H. You guys know what I'm talking about. Shut up. Anyway. Oh, and the good part was Shino's like, according to the Hokage rules, you can have up to 3 advisors. So yeah, you can all be advisors. And Hinata could be the special advisor, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Chakra. Anyway, what happens after that is first Hokage, second Hokage, third Hokage. No, Minato, second and third, along with Sasuke and Naruto, they start fighting freaking Obito, Ten-Tails, while first is still fighting the Madara. And the 5 Kages are still stepping in. I think they just got here right about now. They haven't done anything yet, but they're doing something right now. If I look at that chapter again, I'll look at it later. But yeah, that's what's happening so far. I'm sorry I didn't do that, say this chronologically, and you'll have to listen to the whole episode just to understand what the heck I'm talking about. And you may still be confused because I do not have the best voice. And yeah, I'm going to work on that later. So I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary so far. I hope to see more in the future. I may do 2 more commentaries about different things. One about what my plans for the future are after Naruto's over. Because, you know, we still got to... You guys think I just watch Naruto all day? Not watch. Read Naruto? Because I don't watch the anime. Screw the anime. I just watch the movies. Because the anime take too goddamn long. I used to have that patience when I was a kid to watch that long fight like with Dragon Ball Z. But I ain't had time for that, man. I ain't had time for that anymore. I'm a real nigga. Real nigga ain't got 20 episodes to watch one fight. We don't. Real nigga take about 3 episodes. 3 fast action-paced episodes. Like Avatar. Does anyone remember Avatar? Does anyone remember Shaolin Showdown? Okay, that's for another episode. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to the subject. So yeah, guys, my next two will probably be about the PS4, the Xbox One, or the X-Bone. X-Bone. That was a funny name they made up for it. And the other one will be about what my plans are for moving on from this anime. Because I have a bunch of anime I'm still reading at the time. But they're not weekly anime, so it's kind of harder to do them. But yeah, I invite you some animes in the future, some mangas, and I hope you guys like my commentary so far. Subscribe if you want more of these. I'm not really good at these, so they're kind of bad. But just tell me how I can be better. You can comment in the section below. I'll take all helpful and unhelpful criticism. I may delete the unhelpful criticism. I'm kidding. I won't delete your comments. I need those because I'm really tired. If you look down there right now, it's all empty and alone, like a barren wasteland. Please make it from unempty. I'm tired of looking at it with nothing being there. You guys make me think you're looking at it, but I don't think. I'm wandering on again. Anyway, yeah, guys, you know what I'm talking about. Subscribe, comment, and like this video. Tell me I can make it better. And yeah, I'm Night Ray, and I'm out. Peace.
Away from me.